Hello, welcome to Did You Know? Today we are looking at a game called Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain is a game I want to play for a long time, and it is a choice-based game where we get to make decisions which impacts the storyline to some extent. The controls for the game is a bit wonky, but overall it's good. Story begins with Ethan Mars getting ready to go to the mall for his son's birthday. Ethan's wife Grace asks him to watch over Jason while she is going for shopping. Jason asks Ethan to buy him a balloon, and Ethan agrees to buy him a balloon and buys the balloon from the cloud. Jason, after getting the balloon, walks off. Jason gets lost in the crowd, and Ethan sees that he is downstairs and goes down.
Jason! Jason! Jason!
Ethan sees the red balloon and gives chase to catch up to Jason through the crowd, but is unsuccessful in catching up to him. Out of the mall, and Ethan sees that he's across the road and calls out to Ethan. Ethan runs towards Jason, but suddenly a car appears, and both Ethan and Jason get hit by the car, and Ethan is sent into a coma for 6 months. Jason dies as a result of the accident. Grace and Ethan split up. Present day, Scott Shelby is investigating the origami kill and reaches one of the victim's house. Lauren Winters opens the door, who is the mother of the victim. He asks her some questions about her son. Agent Norman arrives at the crime scene of the victim of the origami killing. He starts investigating the crime scene to find evidence of the crime. Ethan and Sean are playing at the park, and suddenly Ethan gets a seizure-like panic attack, and Ethan regains consciousness in the middle of the road and almost gets hit by a truck. Ethan runs to the park searching for Sean, but Sean goes missing. Ethan goes to the cops to report the missing of his son. Madison Page wakes up from a nightmare. She has insomnia and all in this game, the story. She hears a sound and is ambushed by some robbers. As she is running towards the door. She suddenly wakes up and it turns out to be a nightmare. He then receives a letter which contains a locker room number and a key to the locker. He then reaches the railway station where the key belongs. He opens the locker and he finds a box inside the locker, which he takes. He then opens the box and sees that there is a gun, a phone, and some origami figures. The origami figures contains clues as to where Sean is hidden by the origami killer. Ethan is instructed to drive into the oncoming traffic. Ethan crashes and survives the crash.
You have not reached your destination.
Madison sees Ethan at the hotel and helps him patch up his wounds.
I'll call an ambulance.
No ambulance.
Lauren arrives and talks about a letter arriving in the mail that day Johnny went missing. Johnny's father read the letter and after that he went missing. Lauren wants to team up with Scott to investigate about her son's killer. Scott suspects Scotty of being the origami killer. Scotty is questioned by Scott. He is the origami killer and he agrees that he is the origami killer, but stops further questioning from happening. Scotty's father tries to type Scott to drop his investigation about his son and his connections to the origami killer. Ethan is instructed to go to the next location and cut off his finger to get information about his son's whereabouts. Ethan is instructed to kill a man named Brad Silverus.
Hold it, man! I give you whatever you want.
Madison goes to Baker's home to see he is there and get information about the house that is rented where Ethan was forced to cut his fingers off. Madison gets knocked out by Dr. Baker. Madison is then tied up by Baker and kept in his basement where he tries to grope her. Madison escapes and kills Dr. Baker in self-defense. Cotton finds something about the origami key. It's in the cemetery. Finds the grave of John Shepherd.
These flowers are fresh.
Flashback begins with two boys playing around in the construction site, and after a while, one boy gets stuck in a drain pipe and drowns and dies. That boy is John Shepherd, who died. Ethan and Madison get it on. Bro, your son is missing and you are getting it on with the reporter. That's funny, man. Gotta cut it there, otherwise the video will get age restricted. He then finds out that son is reporter and he's been following him to write about him. He then is surrounded by the cops and he tries to run away and successfully escapes in a taxi. So his father captures Scott and Lauren, ties them up, and puts them inside the car, and drop the car into the river to kill them. But they escape successfully. Must say there were other ways to kill people. That one is overkill. So his father captures Scott and Lauren, ties them up, and puts them inside the car, and drop the car into the river to kill them. But they escape successfully. Must say there were other ways to kill people. That one is overkill. Then is given a choice whether to drink poison and save his son or to leave. He then drinks the poison and he gets the clue as to where Sean is. It's revealed that Scott is the brother of the boy who drowned, and he's doing this because his father was a neglectful father, and he didn't save his brother in time when he asked for his help. So this is a big twist because when you, in hindsight, when you look at Scott's actions, Scott is trying to hide all the evidence related to him regarding the origami killings. Madison enters Scott's apartment and finds a secret door. When she enters through the secret door and finds where Sean is hidden, Scott holds Madison at gunpoint and locks her in the secret room. Scott turns on the gas and leaves the apartment, uh, leaving Madison to die. But Madison moves into the fridge and escapes the explosion just before it happens. He then reaches the place where Sean is hidden, and he faces off with Scott, and Scott tries to shoot him, but FBI agent Norman intervenes and Scott tries to escape. He then saves his son by resuscitating him in the nick of time. There are many endings to Until Dawn according to the choices you have made, but my ending is that Scott dies and Ethan is Ethan saves his son, and Ethan, Madison, and Sean live together.
Let's just say a friend of a friend let me jump in line. If we like it, it's ours.
Hey, Dad!
Thanks for watching.